Hey guys, Phil here at Woods Tree Farm, and today I want to give you a story, a little comparison on two flower patches that we're working with. But in the meantime, look at all these, man. Looking good out here. So we got 3 rows of zinnias over there, 1 row of cosmos, then we do a big Iowa. I don't know why I did an Iowa this big, but next year I'm not going to do that because it's just a place for a lot of weeds to grow. But anyway, then we've got 6 more rows of cosmos, which are coming in really nice. And then we've got another big Iowa, another row of cosmos, 3 more rows of zinnias. And then we flip around on the other side of this little patch. We've got the same number of rows of 6 different kinds of sunflowers coming in, and they should be blooming for us in about 3 to 4 weeks. These should have all been 55 to 65 day plants. So hopefully they'll all come in real nice here real soon. But what I wanted to show you was our 2 sunflower patches that are already up. And this was the first one we put in. These are black oil sunflowers, and this patch here is at peak, or maybe even past peak. I would say fewer than 10% of these heads are still closed. So you can see a lot of big sunflowers in here, and many of them are already starting to kind of flop over under the weight of all the seed that they've produced in their flower heads. So anyway, this patch here has done really well for us. I'm going to go show you the other patch in a second, and we'll talk about some of the comparisons. So this patch looks really good, and I think we really got the soil right here. Now this is a patch that last year I cultivated this area, and we planted a hunting season food crop in this area over the fall and through the winter, and all of that got turned into the soil this spring. So there were whole turnips, big turnips, and radishes and other greens and oats that all got turned into the soil here, and I think that's part of the reason why this plot has done as well as it has. We also added lime, we added fertilizer, and we knew that our soil is deficient. Our soil is not great everywhere on our farm, so it always needs work. But I want to show you a big comparison of what the other patch is doing, because the other patch did not get the same treatment. There was not a food plot in that area previously. That soil did not get plowed over with the turnover plow like this soil did. And as a result, the plants look completely different. Just for comparison's sake, I'm going to grab one of the leaves. This is just an average size leaf. There are plenty of leaves in here that are bigger than this one, but we're going to compare the size and the color to the leaves that are over in the other patch. Let's go. Here is patch number 2. This patch is about the same square footage. This is about 20 feet by 80 feet long. The other patch is about 30 feet by 60 feet. So anyway, it's roughly the same square footage. And when I set these out, I spread fertilizer by weight, and both patches got the same weight of fertilizer. So it's pretty interesting to see how these are considerably shorter. I don't know how well this comes out on camera, but if I walk out here, this entire patch is, the tallest flower is probably right around my belly button, and most of it is between my knee and my thigh. So by comparison, the other patch, which was everything was as tall as I am, this is way shorter. You can just tell these plants are not nearly as well fed as the other patch. And everything that's over here, the color is more pale, the leaves are smaller, the flowers are shorter, and the flower heads are smaller overall. So it's just a completely different outcome over here. So anyway, here is the dark green leaf that I brought from the other patch. It's already wilting in today's heat. It's like 93, 94 degrees. I don't know how well you can tell, but this is considerably darker green than anything else that's out here. So it just goes to show you that this soil did not have as much in it to begin with as the other patch did. So even though both these patches got as much of our man-made fertilizer, they got the same amount of man-made fertilizer, but completely different outcome. This was the patch, you might recall if you've been following along. I did a little test with the county line tiller that I just wanted to see how it did on uncultivated ground. And I came over to this patch that was just grass, and I just sunk it in there. I made a couple passes, and that was it. So this soil over here did not get any other cultivation other than that tilling, which did a good job. It left about at least 6-7 inches of nice, well-tilled, soft soil, and it was easy to plant over here. But you can just tell that the difference between this patch and the other patch are night and day. But you saw the zinnias and the cosmos and the first flower patch, and we've actually opened up a couple times already for people to come and pick flowers. And you know, our response has been lower than I would have liked, but we're new to this and not a lot of people know us, and we're still getting our name out there, and we've got plenty more season here left, and we're hoping around August 28th or so we're going to try to make a really big event, flower picking event, that should be when most of those other sunflower varieties are ready for picking. So these other picking dates are just to really just kind of get the name out there just a little bit, and you know, try to make a tiny bit of money. And of course, the zinnias and the cosmos both benefit from being cut. They continue to produce blooms when they're cut. So if we can get people to come in and pay us to cut instead of us just cutting for the sake of cutting, that's good for us too. So that's what we've been doing. So I know you guys, some of you anyway who've been following along, are interested in you know, some of the business aspects of what we're doing. And the You Pick Flower thing is a growing piece for us. I'm already thinking about how I can go bigger for next year. Now that our name is getting out there, I think people are going to expect for us to continue to do this. And if I can continue to grow the size of our flower patch and the varieties of flowers that we have, I think we can continue year after year to make that a good revenue source for us. But I am definitely learning a lot about the soil and cultivation and nutrient management and all that kind of stuff, because these are the exact same seed, same amount of fertilizer, and these things over here are so much shorter. Now, people will still enjoy cutting these, even though they're short. The flowers look nice. They're nice and small. They're a good small size that'll be good in a vase at home. But it's definitely not what I was expecting. I was expecting 4 to 5 foot tall flowers with some nice big flower heads. But oh well, this will get tilled in the fall, and we'll plow this over, and we'll do a cover crop here over the winter and just try to build the soil. So this does really make me think about our Christmas trees, which there's little baby Christmas trees over here, a few of them, but there are a lot of dead trees in this field. And if the soil over here is the same as the soil over here, yeah, no wonder the trees largely aren't doing well. I mean, some of them are okay, but if this is the response that the sunflowers gave, we shouldn't really expect much different from the trees. So this is why we are doing, and I've covered this in previous videos, and I'll continue to cover this as we make progress, but over there we're doing a big buckwheat patch right now, and then we'll do another fall and winter cover crop over there. That is a 2-year soil improvement project that we're just about 6 months into. And we spread tons and tons and tons of wood chips over there. We plowed that soil and folded it over. We tilled that soil, incorporated all those wood chips. We have added gypsum and lime and fertilizer to that patch. And we have planted 1 crop of buckwheat that got tilled in, and now we're doing our 2nd crop, and then we're going to do a fall and winter crop, and we're going to do some stuff next year, and then we'll soil test again and see how much progress we made. But the goal over there in that 1 acre patch is to make that really good soil for Christmas tree growing. And we are on hold for planting Christmas trees right now. We are not going to plant any Christmas trees in our ground except for maybe some pines. We might do a couple hundred pines just because, look around, pines are everywhere. And of the trees that are in the ground that are growing really well, pines are one of them that are growing well. Norway spruce are the other ones that are growing well. But we can't get any of our fir varieties to grow well. So we really want to try to grow Canaan firs in particular, and they should grow in this area, but I think our soil just needs a lot of work before we can get there with good success. So that's what we're working towards, and I'll keep you updated on all of that. I am starting to ramble. This video was supposed to be about these sunflower patches, and I got into soil management. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to drop some links in this video's description to a couple of the other videos that I mentioned, like the soil improvement project video and the tilling and planting sunflower video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. I'm going to wrap us up. Thanks for watching and spending a little time with me today. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.